What's good? This is Joseph 3 Banks for Run the Comics, coming to you with another comic book haul. This one's, I guess it's small, would have been smaller, but one of my LCSs had some books I was looking for, so I grabbed a few there. But let me just go through these real quick and just show you what I got. Some new and some old ones too from the back issues, which found some pretty cool back issues. So we'll check those out. But first of all, the Lex Luthor #1 from the Year of the Villain. I'm digging his character, and we want to see where he's going to go from this point. I don't know who's going to. I think he's trying to take out all the other Lex Luthors. So I think in other universes. So it should be very interesting. A book which is very popular. Finally got issue #2, so I get a chance to read this to continue the story, and that's Once and Future #2, which basically deals with King Arthur and I guess his courts. I guess we haven't gotten that part, but I know that King Arthur is supposedly a villain or bad guy, so it's going to be interesting to see how they make that twist and turn with this story, so that's pretty dope. I found this joint right here, and I had to grab it. Classic Jim Lee cover, X-Men #1, and not only is this dope that I found, the Absolute Carnage #3. Absolute Carnage #3. I got this rather than the regular cover, but to find both of them, the homage to X-Men and X-Men, really dope to have them both in the collection. So that's really a really dope find. And speaking of popular books, Absolute Carnage is actually a very great story. Really dope. If you haven't gotten it, check it out. House of X #5. We're almost there to the end. This is the A cover with really dope picture of Apocalypse strolling through the it's like a little grassland, little swampy area. Really dope, real ominous. And book which I was looking for, the Huddleston variant with Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler's one of my favorite X-Men, so it's really dope to have found that. So really cool. Next spot. Let me get these classic books. These are some older books which I found, some dollar books in the dollar bins. And I told you I'm a big Green Lantern fan, for those who don't know. I'm a big Green Lantern fan. So I saw this, which is actually, it says #1 in the barcode. It's actually issue #4. It's a 4-issue. It all came out different years, but it's Secret Files and Origins 2005, which is actually the 4th. I think the first one started in like 98 or 99. And they've gone like every year or every other year. So this is the 4th and final issue of the Secret Files and Origins of Green Lantern. So that should be very interesting to check that out. This right here, I've seen it somewhere else, but this is a story by Neil Gaiman, and it's Green Lantern Superman, Legend of the Green Flame. That was really dope. So I really want to see what this story is about. And it says and friends, so I'd really like to check out, see who are some of the artists that worked on that particular book. And this, I just saw this, so let me get a classic book, because I haven't been collecting any gold and silver ages, and I don't have that many bronze ages. I think this may be a bronze age, but it's a classic Neil Adams cover for Green Lantern, Green Arrow #2. Really dope cover with Black Canary on there. So I was really fortunate to get this. It's in great shape also, but that is really cool, really cool. I really want to get the key book from the Green Lantern, Green Arrow, which I think, I forgot what it is, was the one with the boy on the cover who's doing drugs. I think it's an anti-drug book. That's one I really want to get. I think, is it 12? I don't remember, but I really want to get that one. This right here really gets in this story. This is a dope story. Middlewest for Image Comics. This is #11. Scotty Young wrote it, and Jorge Corona illustrating it. Dope book. Very great story. It's one of the really top stories. Another one of those top stories that's not superhero related, but it does have powers and type of things going on. But that's very good story. You should check that out if you haven't checked it out on Middlewest. Immortal Hulk. Can't find number 2, so I got the next best thing, the director's cut number 2. I got the director's cut for number 1, so I'm getting director's cut number 2. So it's really cool to find this so I can actually enjoy the story. I think they have a director's cut. I don't know how many director's cut they're going to do. I know they have a number 3 coming out, then you have some more coming out, I believe also. And speaking of another Absolute Carnage, I found Absolute Carnage number 2 there for red covers. This is a connecting cover about the other Absolute Carnage, which was number 3. So I really need to find number 1. So that's the connecting, which is just like the X-Men book, which was a connecting cover. You open up and it's a spread from the back cover spread and forward cover spread. I'm not gonna take it out because it's a lot of work. So, but that was really dope to find that. So I need to find that connecting cover number 1, and they have one more coming out. I think the last one is for number 4. So I'll be looking for that. And my last little stack, it's the third, went to 3 LCS, it's the 3rd place. Continuing my steel run, I found number 8, so that was great to find that, to kind of get more into that run. This book is a variant number 1, which I've never heard of. I don't know who the artist was. Kurt Busiek, who actually did Astro City, is actually the writer. I think the Jay Anacleto, I think it's Anacleto, is the illustrator of this. But it's called Marvel's Eye of the Camera, and it's talking about, it's a black and white book, black and white book, which goes about, talks about the Fantastic Four coming back and basically adjusting to life. So it's a really interesting take, and I don't know how many issues that it went through, but it may just been as a one shot, so that was very dope. And speaking of, I found this. About to talk about this book down here, but I almost forgot about this one. WildC.A.T.S number 4. Found that for 50 cents. But it's still sealed, and it still has the card that came along with it. Which this card has, what's his name? Griffin. So, kind of see it right there. Comes with a little card. So that was dope, because I actually have number 4. The next 2, speaking about Immortal Hulk, I found some at my LCS has some of the early, not that early of the Immortal Hulk, but it's the earliest one that they had, number 10, with the green door. So I'm really happy I found this. It was only like a $1 more, $1 above cover price. And the Jim Lee tribute Immortal Hulk number 11. Really dope. Last 2 books. This is a dope cover. I wasn't going to get this, but people have been saying they loved the book, they loved the cover, and it's a dope cover, and I decided, let me get it. And that's Flash Forward number 1, which I think comes off the Heroes in Crisis run. I did not get Heroes in Crisis. I don't think I will get it. I may get the trade, but I know what happened because I've seen some podcasts about it. But this should be very interesting because it really deals with Wally West, and basically, hopefully, kind of deals with what he's going through or what happened from that and how his life is impacted through this whole rebirth. Remember, the whole rebirth and everything that's happening now comes from rebirth. So it'll really be interesting to see what is going on with Wally and how he can deal with what happened in Heroes in Crisis. And Lee, Nyuk Lee, dope cover of his, really dope cover. See it again? Really dope. And last book, which I got the regular cover because I did not see this cover, but I saw this cover and I grabbed it because it's beautiful. And I'm just gonna take it out. Man, glad I found this. Silver Surfer Black, number, was it 3? No, number 4. I believe this is Art Germ actually. And it is the Immortal variant. I only collect the dope Immortal variants that I think are dope. That is really dope, going from his, back when he was in his mortal self to his immortal self. So really dope. Oh, and that middle spread. Let me just show you that. Galactus. Woo! I put that on my Instagram. That was just so dope. But that's my haul of, oh, you see the little Legion of the Power. And the next issue is going to be is very dope, which I think is the last issue, number 5. It's really, really dope. I saw the look of it, and it's Tradmore illustration, but it's a picture of him fully taking over, or his power fully expelled. So that should be very interesting. Hope you like this haul though. Really short and sweet, but it was a very dope pull, especially for stuff which I really wanted to go into my collection that it actually really needs. Found a few things which I just found. Like most collectors, when you're just looking for something else, you always find something else. But everything I think is really, really top notch. And it's a lot of readers, have a lot of reading to do. Most of these are readers. Really all of them are readers, want to see what's going on with the story, but also for collecting purposes. So I hope you like my video. I really want to drop a video talking about my top covers for this year, and also some of my favorite artists and some of the books that they illustrated the covers for, and also interior work. We need to give them interior work some love too. We always talk about the covers, and that's where all the specs are, the covers, first appearance, all this other stuff. Really, that can go inside also. But we're gonna give some love to some of these great artwork that's on the interior. I really want to do a video about that, and I'm gonna try and do that next. But I want to deal with my top 10 artists, my favorite top 10 artists, which that's gonna be very difficult because there's a lot of artists which I love. But I want to try and, I may even go to the top 20. I may have to do that because it's going to be very tough, especially getting to the top 5. I don't know, because even one of my favorite artists is maybe getting pushed out of that, one of that top 3 spot, and it's Alex Ross. He's my favorite, one of my favorite artists. But there's a lot of dope artists coming around. Art Germ still throwing some dope stuff. Jerome Pena. You have Nyuk Lee as you showed. So it's a lot of dope artists. So I really want to do some blogs, getting away from just doing hauls, but really trying to give more content for my videos that I can share with you guys, but also for myself. Hey, if you're a blogger, if you love to talk about comics or about anything else you like, you gotta love your stuff more than anybody else. You hope that you can get like hundreds and thousands of people watching your videos, and you get some type of compensation from it, from Google or YouTube and whatnot. But you know, I'm doing this because I love these books. It's a little something I can give back to my kids so they can see the things with the comics I love, and I'm talking about them. So hopefully, you know, if I die, they can at least go back and see what I have in my collection and some of the things which I thought of, the things I thought about them at the time. So it's all about preserving memories. So hope you liked the video. Like, share, subscribe, comment below about what you pulled this particular week, and hit that bell if you want to get notifications of my videos that are upcoming. Alright, this is Joseph 3 Banks, and I am out for Run the Comics. Grace and peace.